Right, we on.
Shalom.
Shalom.
First off, we give all praises, honor, glory to
Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham,
Yahawah being the true name for the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God, and YAHAWASHI being the true name for His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Alright, we're the brothers on a great millstone, GMS Kansas City camp, coming to you another week in, week out to prophesy the return of YAHAWASHI, wake up the 12 tribes of Israel, and let you know the downfall of America. And right now there's a big spirit of a sound of battle that is great in the land right now between this whole thing between Russia and Ukraine. Right now it's just a ticking time bomb. It can go either way, but we're basically seeing that tensions are continuing to rise, and it can lead out to further war. You know, so people's spirit right now is a lot of worry, wondering what's going on, because reality's hitting, man. All y'all that have been comfortable, you're about to be very uncomfortable.
That's right, bro.
That's right.
You know?
This is Ezekiel 38, verse 3. It says, verse 2, it says, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him.
That's right. Hey, that land, when you go look up the map and you read the history on it, that's talking about modern day Russia. All right, so that scripture is saying eventually the Lord is going to put in the spirit of that country, that particular land, to be brought into war and let them know that, hey, they're going to be destroyed. Okay?
That's right.
And it says, and say, thus saith the Lord, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal.
The Lord ain't with them people, man. You know, what they're doing right now is to think that they're going to become the next world superpower. It ain't going to happen. Because once the return of the Lord comes back, all these nations are going to be struck down.
That's right,
but right now, this is just a spirit to bring in more prophecy of the end, which is going to be ultimately leading up to thermonuclear destruction.
That's right.
And it says, verse 4, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor.
And it says, put hooks into thy jaws. So the Lord is basically fishing and forcing these nations to come out and fight. They don't got no option, because when you look up to leading up to this point, how many negotiations took place? Eventually, it led to what? Russia going and invading Ukraine. It's in the same people any damn way. Right. You know, so what can we foresee happening with that? Eventually, all these nations are going to come against Babylon the Great, which is modern day America.
That's right.
And it says, Ezekiel 38 and 4, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords.
Yeah, there you go. So that's talking about invasion and people coming together to fight. Armies coming together. This stuff was written thousands of years ago, man. And it's talking specifically about that land being forced into a conflict. And right now it's happening.
Right, yeah. And it says all the horses and horsemen. You don't see horses in modern day war now. Now you see tanks. Now you see helicopters. Now you see these fighter jets that are coming through, man. This is about to be a reality, not only for Europe, but it's going to be a reality for the Middle East, man, and eventually America.
God, that's right. Because you know, when you look at the scriptures, we can't get so simple-minded with it. Well, ain't nobody using horses no more. No, it's a future prophecy.
Right.
You know, back then they didn't have cars and tanks. You know, so the prophets did the best they can to write down the visions that they were seeing.
Right.
Okay. So this is why you got vehicles. When you look how strong they are, what do they call it? How much horsepower does it have? Okay, because it's always compared to, you know, the strength of horses to pull that vehicle. So this is a vision of the future. Shield and bucklers, okay, modern day body armor, right? Yeah. You got tanks, you have armor-plated tanks, bulletproof vests.
Hey,
that's right. And it says swords in their hand. A sword is just goes into the definition is an instrument to kill somebody used in war or self-defense. So that also goes into, is that not what guns are?
Yep.
It's your modern day sword. That's what that's talking about.
And it says, Ezekiel 38, verses 5. It says, Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet.
And that's all the countries in that region that just mentioned. All that little area over there, and that land close to the Middle East, including the Middle East, and just mention them, the countries.
Yep.
And they're all being pulled into it.
Yep.
All it's going to take is for, quote unquote, an accidental bomb to hit somewhere else for this shit to spiral even further.
Correct.
Well, that's the whole plan. The Most High is stirring up the hornet's nest, all right? See what the Lord is doing, he's playing spiritual chess. Because we say this is not going to go global or nuclear until the MOTB is passed, but they got to understand they have smaller nuclear capability, like weapons, Tomahawk missiles and stuff like that they will shoot off. And this is just a proxy war right now. Okay, if it goes over to Poland, which is west of Ukraine, then it could become pretty much a conventional war, because when it hits Poland, then NATO is gonna have to really get involved in it, because that's part of their allies, man. They prefer the ship. So that's the reason why NATO had 40,000 troops on reserve, just in case it went there. Because eventually the Lord, he's gonna gather these nations so they can clash, man. So when the economic collapse happened, when shit happens here in Babylon, the places or the nations can already be in place to go to war. Because there's gonna be a war already happening among these nations before it goes nuclear. But prior to that, the economic collapse is what's gonna cause shit to get bad. Because it makes sense. They fight to build up, and then when the United States economy finally collapses, they already at the point that they can fucking shoot missiles off, because the tension has been growing, man.
Right. Right.
You see what I'm saying? So this guy Biden, hey, the Most High put it on his spirit to put sanctions on Russia, because that's not gonna do nothing but deflate the dollar even more. Inflate the dollar, Slocky.
Right.
All right, because I literally witnessed it 2 days ago, gas prices going up.
Right.
I was in a vehicle, in a car, and gas jumped from 315 to 20 to 350, showing that they controlling this shit, man.
Right.
You know? So, hey, you people over here.
Hey, but the point of what I was saying about the economy, because once the dollar collapses, you're not going to have any option but to go to war, because there ain't nothing to boost the economy to bring it back to where it needs to be other than war.
Right.
That's why when Hitler, when shit was all bad, what did he do? He started the beef. He started the smoke, man.
Right.
And then brought his nation back.
Yep. Right. Because the U.S. dollar is backed by the military. That's all it's really backed by.
Yeah.
And what Biden don't realize is that China and Russia don't really need you, man.
Right.
They got their own reserves. They get oil, because America get oil from the Saudis. All right, that way, but the Saudis can sell it to other nations. But they don't understand that the Russians can get their oil from different nations, man. They don't need America.
Right.
So this is a strategic move through the spirit of the Lord to pretty much make all hell break loose. Because these people worried about clubs and shit opening up, gas prices going up. You're going to have a lot more to worry about in a minute.
Right.
Because when all hell break loose in America, they gonna already have the troops over here.
Yep.
So this shit is gonna get chaotic as hell eventually. You know, depending on how the Lord allowed this situation to go, it's gonna get chaotic, man.
Yeah.
You know, you thought the C-19 was a bad deal. Wait till the Russians invade America. You already got Gurkha troops over here. You already got Asian troops over here. All right,
Yep.
and when China is done with America, that's it.
Yeah.
That's right. And not only that, I mean, Putin's doing these sanctions to quote unquote fuck with Russia's money, and he's saying it's causing this much damage. And what does that put eyes on at this point? Who do you think their next target's going to be? If it is causing that much damage.
Right.
Like the brother said, hey, they really don't need too much support from America any damn way.
Well,
Ain't
no.
that much damn Russian income influence over here.
Right.
And that proves Revelation 17 when it says that the whore, basically the whore is the fucking, the problem behind everything, because America is doing what they can do to keep Russia out the global economy.
Real quick. So, y'all was talking about that war
Yeah.
going on?
Yeah.
Look, we praying for it, ain't we?
Nah, we hope it happens.
We want it to go down.
happen.
No,
We want- yeah, we-
want to send these nukes over here.
Yeah.
I know that's
Let's
what-
go.
yeah,
Let's
yeah,
go.
Huh?
That's
We ain't got a bunker. We got the Lord. We got the Lord
Most
gonna get us
High,
out of
man.
here, man. We don't have faith in no bunkers, man. You peep that?
Get him on camera.
They make movies about that, man. Yeah.
Jay come up like
Jay
that.
is
Get
scared,
him on
man.
camera.
Fuck this
Okay.
goddamn. We pray America do get destroyed. America is gonna be destroyed eventually. Motherfuckers some goddamn America.
Right.
Yeah,
Talking
you know
about y'all got y'all bunker, man.
We don't need no
That's
goddamn
carnal
bunkers.
shit,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna save
outta
you.
here,
A bunker's not gonna save you from a thermonuclear weapon.
But that's a blessing. Jake ain't got it, man.
Yeah.
We look. People like, look, y'all gonna die too. Well, look, if we get destroyed, then that's the Lord's will. But regardless of it, is somebody's got to be the elect.
Right,
Somebody's gonna get beamed up.
That's right.
We got faith. That's the beautiful thing about this truth, brothers, man. These niggas can't see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
They can't see it. They think that we gonna hop in a jet and get out of here. Hell nah, bro. The Most
They-
High, getting delivered from Babylon is gonna be the ultimate miracle within a miracle, man.
That's right.
Because they don't understand it like the,
I love that
the,
shit.
the
I
scale,
love Jake doubt the Most High, bro.
right? Because the
Most
scale of
High gonna
disaster,
show out,
bro.
man.
The scale of disaster is so vast. There is no escape. There's no amount of feet you can dig into the ground to escape the destruction, man.
Hell nah.
You know, it's gonna be so like they did a picture of like the first atom bomb versus the Tsar bomb that came out like in the 70s.
Yeah.
You don't even compare.
Bro, don't even compare. Like, you ever been in a plane? Like, an airplane is 30,000 feet in the air, right? The smoke from the Tsar bomb is 7 times the height of a commercial flight.
The Tsar bomb can hit the stratosphere, man.
One bomb, bro.
Yeah, one bomb, yeah.
And they talking about a bunker is gonna save you, man. That's crazy.
That's why the Most High said that the sun should not give his light.
Right.
Yeah, because let's say if a nuclear missile goes off in America. Matter of fact, one nuke can destroy this fucking city, man.
Oh.
One warhead. Because I mean, the blast radius alone will hit from here to the particular suburbs or the outskirts of the city, but the radiation zone, bro.
Yeah.
Nuclear weapons it's levels to it. You got the flash, you got the blast radius, you got the heat, the explosion
Fireball.
alone, the fire, it would kill.
Then you got the nuclear fallout.
Yeah, and the radiation alone.
Yeah.
So it ain't gonna be no survivors over here, man. But what can you expect for Jake that don't have any faith? I mean, I'm not mad at him for saying that because he just don't see it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the beautiful thing because they like y'all prepping for y'all hope nuclear war happens. But what y'all gonna do? Look, we got faith. We got the name of the Lord, man.
Yeah, you're looking at it. You're looking at what we're gonna do. This is what gives us some type of hopeful protection to be delivered from all that that's gonna come.
And people like these niggas out there goddamn mind
Right.
talking about nuclear war. What y'all gonna do with nuclear? We got faith with the Lord,
Hey,
man.
but the spirit is like his ear was attentive.
Yeah.
You heard him roll on window. Y'all talking about nuclear war?
Yeah.
Like he was listening
Because he saw the sun.
because he know what's going on in the world.
Yeah, hey, cause prophecy is mainstream now. It ain't just men talking shit on YouTube now. Now this is in your face. Now this is affecting you on a day-to-day basis, man.
Yep. Because people are scared. Esau is getting scared, man. I overheard my coworker talking, man. They're like, man, I don't know
They don't
World
want
War
the
III.
smoke.
No, they don't want it because they know that once that happened, that ends their supremacy.
Yeah, it's
man.
over.
Yeah, because a lot of them about to
Right.
be drafted, and they don't want that. A lot of these motherfuckers do not want to go to war. And
I'm
pay
going.
attention to what Ukraine's president did. He just made a rule and said that, hey, look, anybody between the ages 18 and 60 cannot leave the country. That's coming here, man.
That's
Why? 'Cause they
right.
draft your
Right,
ass.
they're gonna
that
draft
time.
You
your
gonna
ass,
fight, man.
It's gonna be a big, gigantic fucking draft. They're gonna have to, man, because these motherfuckers that's in right now, they ain't nothing but a bunch of sissy boys, man.
Hey, and pretty soon it's gonna be ages from 12 years old to 60.
This shit gonna be crazy, man.
Man, precepts.
You get that letter in the mail, that rip that bitch up. Come get me, motherfucker.
Hey, that's true. The age is gonna decrease because that's another thing Ukraine did. They lowered the age requirement to join their military.
Yeah.
So hey,
Yeah.
y'all gonna be 16, like bro said, 12, 16. Look, if you can hold a gun in your hand and you start gonna whip that mug up and aim, your ass is going.
That's right.
But you know what? Hey, Biden, bro, this is what you do. Get them niggas in Chicago. They like to shoot shit up, bro. Nigga, look, the whole O-block, get O-block. Them niggas will go, well, see, they ain't gonna see. This is the thing about Jake. Jake pull guns on each other all day. That's easy. You tell a nigga don't fight a conventional war, man. He gonna lose his damn mind. Man, it ain't cool, man. No, bro.
Yeah, fight the
Nigga,
Russians.
you make songs about banana clips.
Yeah, slide on them.
What that nigga King Von said, what he say? That nigga got 60 shots, bro. Come on, man. Biden, hey, American military, they give your ass 200 shots. Do something with it.
Oh hell yeah.
Go to the hood.
got
Get them
limits to
niggas in
ammo.
jail. Hey, because hey, they gonna be destroyed any goddamn way.
Right.
All right, they ain't with your house shot.
Yeah, make use of it.
Right.
This is Isaiah 13, verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them.
Right, the Medes, Russians.
And the them is Babylon.
Yep.
It says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
Right, so they don't give a damn about no sanctions, man.
Yeah, you can't. That's the last thing.
Yeah.
Like sanctions, like nigga, we got our own gold. We got, hey, they said years ago, Biden, but Putin, they said the Russian reserves had over 80 million in gold, man.
They've been buying all that shit.
They've been buying gold.
Pay attention.
Right.
They've been buying gold up because they knew eventually they gonna have to go to war with NATO. That's the reason why they don't want Ukraine joining NATO force. Basically, they going to get their baby back. Like, nah, man, if y'all gonna trade, we just gonna take y'all out. We ain't finna have no NATO force building up on our fucking on our borders, man.
Yeah,
So Russia got every right to do what they're doing.
that's an act of war.
Yeah.
And then Ukraine never fully joined NATO because they ain't really trusting America like that for real.
Nah, they
Couldn't have them come up and put their bases in our country. Nah, they don't.
Yeah, they just they express interest in it. You know what I'm saying? Interest in it. But regardless, if America got fucking Ukraine to join NATO, America would have just snuck them anyway.
Yeah.
You know, because that's the type of devils you're dealing with, man.
Yeah.
That's all they would have did. They would have had some bases in Ukraine. It would have been an Air Force and Army base set up, and all trickled right on Russia's border.
Yeah. Because NATO, they need to neutralize Russia so they can take Iran, man.
That's right.
They want to get in Iran. That's the thing.
Yeah, and the economists brought it out. The sanctions that they put on Putin, it causes the prices of oil to go up in Russia, but Russia is one of the second largest exporter of oil.
Yeah.
So the sanctions that they put on them, they actually offset it because they can sell their oil at a higher price.
Higher price.
And when the oil goes to a higher price, the Americans pay the higher price as well. So it literally backfired. Him putting the sanctions on Russia backfired on the Americans. I paid $370 the other day, man.
Yeah, bro. I literally was in I was in a car, bro, and I seen it. It was going up as I was driving. I got this shit on video. They was rising the shit up. I told my coworker, I said, this is happening because they put sanctions. And I'm like, Russia, they could just raise their prices. I'm like, you people getting ready to suffer.
Right.
The consumer.
Right.
Yeah,
So
because I paid down there $4 yesterday. That's
right.
And gas ain't never been this high in Kansas City, man.
Right.
This is Isaiah 13:17 again. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children.
Right, and those
right,
bows are going into those nuclear missiles, man.
Right.
All right, because those nuclear weapons ain't going to discriminate against babies, children. All right, they're not going to discriminate against, oh, well, this is a so-called Edomite baby.
Yeah.
Let's go and get, nah, man. The Most High is getting fed up with this place, and all this is stirring up to destroy this fucking society you call America, man.
That's right.
Once this place is destroyed, the kingdom of heaven can be ushered in, man.
That's right.
All right, because the Russians, though they're Edomites, Satan divided against Satan, but the whole point of Pinnacle is Babylon the Great is the one that hold the mantleship here, man.
right.
That's why the Lord's anger is set against this place. Because it's just to say, like, if the Lord decided to destroy the Russian military, then they gonna stop Esau's rulership. Esau still be in power.
Yeah.
Because you got NATO. You gotta dismantle that shit. That's the beast. Russia
Right.
ain't part of the beast. You know?
And it
Right.
says, and Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, just how bro was saying, and Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
Right, man. This says of the Chaldees' excellency, right? Because this is the elite's baby, man. Okay, NATO, EU, fucking the UK, Poland, Switzerland, you know, all these so-called Western nations, man.
Right.
All right, they all in partnership to keep Babylon the Great in power, man.
Yeah.
But what's going to happen is something's going to happen to the point that these nations going to turn suit against Babylon the Great, because believe it or not, EU ain't really rocking with America like that. NATO ain't even rocking with America like that. Because look at Turkey, man. Turkey is Turkey is part of the NATO. Canada is part of NATO. But they looking like, wait a minute, America, they doing some left-hand shit, because my thing is, you raising sanctions on these guys now, our economy is going to fail because of the sanctions you putting on them.
Right.
Just
Right,
stop being
right.
bitches and just go to war and neutralize the threat and be done with it.
Right.
Shit, Germany, they really ain't rocking with it because they got business with Russia, man.
Right.
And then it says, because in the verse 19, it describes Babylon gonna be like Sodom and Gomorrah. That's how we know that this is a future prophecy, man.
Yep.
Because the way the Most High did Sodom and Gomorrah, nothing grows out there, man. Nobody lives out there, man. So that's why it says in verse 20.
I don't think they can find the landmarks of that shit.
Yeah, I think that they see that video where they sound so good. This Isaiah 13 and 20. It says, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there. Neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts from the desert shall lie there, And their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there.
Right, brother. So, hey, man, that's getting literally, we're in those times, man.
Right.
I know we've been saying that time after time, but guess what? When we were saying it, we were still in those times because, hey, 2,000 years ago when the Lord went up, that marked the beginning of the end times, man.
Yeah.
But now we're seeing it play out. Lord ain't got to drag this out another 50 years. What's the point? The prophets are woken up, man.
That's right.
The word is getting out there. Everybody knows that they're Israelites or not. So why we got to wait another 60, 70 years for the elect to be sealed, man?
That's
Give
right,
me that in
brother.
Revelation 7, bro.
Okay.
You know, because that wind, that great wind, the Most High is getting ready to unleash, man. So the election got to be sealed. Only thing we waiting now is for this MOTB. Once Esau stops dragging his knuckles with that, then we can go ahead and, hey, we on a home stretch home, baby.
That's right.
You know, because we're going to start seeing miracles. You're going to start seeing chariots. You're going to start seeing the signs like, I don't know, Brother Amawan, he sent the video yesterday of the Edomite chick, no, the Jake chick, having a dream, a vision about the MOTB.
Yeah, I saw that.
You know what I'm saying?
That was
And a lot of Jakes are having these dreams, man. And the Lord said it in Joel that in the end time that people was going to dream dreams and have visions.
Yeah.
And she clearly was of the 2/3 because she said she took it.
She said she had the mark
Yeah, she had it.
on the forehead.
And she gonna take it. I mean, why would she? It wouldn't benefit her not to.
Oh, that's the spirit, because I forgot. I just had a mini vision last night. That shit was crazy. Basically, they had tried to draft me, but it was like into like the Navy SEALs or some shit. They had a lot of Jake just waiting to go, but it was a lot of young Jake, man. Young people that were like, they looked like they couldn't be no more than 14 years old, trying to make them go in the special forces to get ready to go invade. I remember walking away from that shit. But that's the spirit, because that means that draft is probably coming.
That's right.
Well, yeah, if they don't neutralize this shit soon. Because now, I mean, like I said, man, Poland opened their borders up to Ukrainians, man. So my thing is, if this act of war, because I heard they just took over they going for the capital now. So if they neutralize that, and they depend, it just depends on what NATO do. At this point, either Ukraine, they could surrender, or NATO gonna get involved. Because I'm gonna tell you like this, if NATO gets involved with this shit, because they got troops on reserve, but if NATO get involved with it, the war is gonna escalate. It's gonna have to. And now if NATO don't get involved and they just totally just take out Ukraine, then I mean, okay, victory, the Russians got the victory, they can go on home.
Right.
But something gonna happen, man. I pray to the Lord that NATO gets involved in this shit.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's Edomites we dealing with, man.
Yeah.
These people can't just sit there and not go to war. They have a bloodthirst about them, man.
It's in their spirit, man.
So that's why when the news first broke out on Wednesday, a news reporter said this could be the end of what we know as a post-war era, man. After World War II, it's over, man. It's
Right.
all hey, man. The thing about to break loose, man.
Yeah.
That's right. Hey, because the chances is very likely, and the reason why, you know, for one thing, Esau's pride, them Russians, that's why they invaded. Their pride, they want to become a bigger, more powerful country. Putin said the shit on camera. You know, he wants the Russians to be a more visible force. But what that's going to do is that's going to shake all the rest of them countries over there, and that's right on the border with them. Because when is it going to stop? Because once he takes over Ukraine, and he just got that much more military force, that much bodies, because hey, they're going to have to join that Russian army at that point. They're under his rulership. So they can just draft them citizens. They just gain all that money from all that farmland and resources. Ukraine is very expensive, man.
Yeah.
They have a very prosperous
Wheat is very big out there.
So if he takes that shit, he just got a big ass payday. And his army almost doubled.
That's right.
Right.
So the rest of them gonna have to do some shit. Because they right on border with Poland. So what's next? The rest of them countries are like, hey, who's next?
Yeah.
This is why they already, like the bro said, they sent them 40,000 troops over there. It's gonna be more than that, man.
Yeah.
They-
That includes you nigga women. That includes you sugar boys. That includes you proud ass Edomites, man. Y'all going over there.
Hey,
That's right,
somebody
brother.
give me the book of Jeremiah 51:46. What you got? You got that? All right, bring that Revelation. Matter of fact, bring that out. Matter of fact, no, hold that. Get that Jeremiah and bring out that Jeremiah and you bring that out. You bring that out.
God.
And I'm gonna find
This is Jeremiah chapter 51. Start at verse 46. And it says, well, hey, let's start at 45. It says, my people, go ye out of the midst of her, and deliver ye every man his soul from the fierce anger of the Lord.
That's not talking about getting up and actually flee, man. That's actually talking about escaping this place, what, spiritually through the spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, and also when the chariots come and get us, because of Revelation, what's that? Revelation what is that? Revelation 18 chapter says, "Come out of her, my people." We broke it down that you're gonna actually hear that voice in the heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people," man. You know? Go ahead.
My people, go ye out of the midst of her, and deliver ye every man his soul from the fierce anger of the Lord, unless your heart faint, and ye fear for the rumor that shall be heard in the land.
Right. And what's that rumor? War.
That's right.
It says, and ye fear for the rumor that shall be heard in the land. A rumor shall both come 1 year, and after that in another year shall come another rumor, and violence in the land, ruler against ruler.
Right. That's what we're saying. Rumor after
That's
rumor.
it,
Because
man.
right now, it was a rumor of a war, but it's leading to a war. We've been speaking on World War III for the longest, man.
Right.
Year after year, rumor. Y'all said that's gonna happen. That ain't happened yet. When it's gonna come? Well, hey, some rumors to be true.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes the rumor don't manifest itself to be true until the baby come out of the bag.
Right.
You know? Now, I mean, it could die down. It can. But we don't really see it happening. But it's up to YAHAWASHI, man. We're not saying that we're going to get delivered tomorrow. We're not saying that the nuke's going to be shut off tonight. We're not saying that because prophecy have to fulfill itself through the spirit. But overall, right now, we're seeing the build-up to this event, man.
Because just like with every major fight or every major let's do wrestling, like pay-per-view, you always have matches to build up to the big match at WrestleMania, man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Somebody's got to get the title, this match, you know, this storyline going on, all for the big build-up, man. This is what we seeing. The Most High is a king of drama, man. This is the perfect chess piece. He's a perfect writer, man.
That's right, brother.
Well, I don't know about you brothers, but I'm ready for this movie to get interesting, man.
Yeah.
All right, I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of this fucking place,
Right.
bro.
That's right, man.
I'm tired of seeing these fucking people out here, man, with this bullshit ass lifestyle they living. These people ain't getting jacked up, man.
That's right, man.
I'm tired of being the brunt of the abuse of this fucking wicked ass kingdom, man.
Oh, hey, it's a little bit more.
Yeah, that's
Verse
good.
47, therefore behold the days come that I will do judgment upon the graven images of Babylon,
That's
and
right.
her whole land shall be confounded, and all her slain shall fall in the midst of her.
Hey, that's a graven image right there.
Yep.
Cesare, man. That's a graven image. All right, people put people up on a goddamn pedestal, idols, man. That's why they had a show called what they call American Idol.
Yep.
Idolatry is heavy in this society, man. Because everybody of these Nimrods out here, they idolize one person or another, man. TV shows, whether it be celebrities, actors, rappers, themselves. These people idolize every goddamn thing. And notice this is the only generation that have the least knowledge of a higher power, man. Because these young kids don't go to church no more. Even though the church is wicked, but still, we had some concept of a higher power. We feared the Most High to some degree.
Yeah,
Because we was told if you sin, you're going to go to hell.
Right.
That shit scared the shit out of us, man.
Hell yeah.
That's right. We at least had some type of zeal. Now they don't have no zeal, man.
Right.
It's just a bunch of, you know, undesirables.
Yep.
That's all it is now, man.
Yeah.
A lot of weird stuff.
Well, that's why the scriptures say they're going to be confounded, because a lot of people, they've been so comfortable, they just lost sight that there's a higher power. Everything around them is just given. They can get DoorDash delivery. They can connect to everybody they've ever known on social media. Everything's so comfortable that they forgot that there's a Most High power that created all of this, man.
Right.
So their whole world is going to be confounded when they start seeing chariots. They start seeing miracles, things they can't explain.
Right.
People that they relied on for science is going to all be confounded.
God.
It said, Jeremiah 51:48, then the heaven and the earth and all that is therein shall sing for Babylon, for the spoilers shall come unto her from the north, saith the Lord. And when it says sing, that doesn't mean like they're happy. It's sad, man. Because that's why it says Revelation 18, all the merchants stand afar off, crying because they can't get rich no more, man.
Yep.
China gonna be hurt after the fall of Babylon, man. Because China got rich off this fucking place.
Right.
It's like the same time, but they want to see him fall.
Yeah.
Because believe it or
They
not,
tired of the BS.
they was mentioning that during this war, they mentioned China too. They said, well, if China gets involved, then that's pretty much it. They said China is taking like a sideline approach from it. So even within China, they're trying to see how it's going to go, because if NATO gets involved, China going to have to get involved. This is what it is, and we hoping that NATO gets involved, because if that happens, then this fucking dollar can finally collapse, man. Because China is the only really around the dollars. I mean, the military, of course, but when China is done with the dollar, it's pretty much a wrap, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And they gonna have to go to war, like the brother said. They gonna have to go to war.
Yeah.
It says Jeremiah 51:49, As Babylon has caused the slain of Israel to fall, so at Babylon shall fall the slain of all the earth.
Ooh, wait a minute, read that again.
This is Jeremiah 51, verse 48. Then the heaven and the earth and all that is therein shall sing for Babylon. For the spoilers shall come unto her from the north, saith the Lord.
In the north, that's the Russians, man. All right, and that ain't talking about the northern army, even though the northern army represents America, but that's talking about the north, man. Because why would the Most High send the northern army, America, to destroy America? No, that's talking about the Russians. Because, hey, Russians is in the north, man.
Yeah, if you look at the map,
Look at the map, it's right above it, man. And then you got Togomar or Turkey, then you got the Eastern Bloc, you got all those other nations, you got China to the east. So the Most High, man, is gonna fuck this place up in time, man.
That's right.
And you people,
Yes. That look wonderful.
We're not here for looks.
Of course not, but I'm giving you a compliment.
It's about the word. Fuck what we look like. As for Babylon hath caused the slain of Israel to
I
fall.
was a fucking kid, bro.
Hey,
Fucking black woman.
that's why we pray that the Murphy place gets snatched out of this place, man.
She was scoffing, low key.
Right, we try to look cute, man. Fuck all that.
Because that bitch gonna be screaming in it pretty
But you know
soon in
what,
that
though?
day, man.
That shit, like, Jake think everything is a fucking joke.
Right.
Like, we out here representing, bro. You over here looking at how brothers look, man. We ain't out here to look good for you fucking people.
Right.
I mean, we may be flying our garments and shit. Oh, let me stop.
Right.
Whatever, man. We just talking shit. But no, this ain't no goddamn charity show, man.
Right.
Right.
Talking about we look good. Did you even ask what we was about?
Right.
Did you read the fucking sign?
Right. That's what's more
And I
important.
said, yes, yes.
That fucking, that voice, man. God, that's that big man.
Hey, that bitch, she getting kicked to the curb, man.
Hell yeah, dusty ass, man.
She trying to holler at you.
She was in the, was it a nigga in the car with her?
No, there's another chick.
That was another chick. Fuck the black.
She was
Fuck,
blessed. She was
fuck
blessed.
Keisha, man.
But that spirit of Murphy's gonna be ripped from this place, man.
Yeah, they
That's too much for my eyes to bear, man. All hell's breaking loose, getting ready to break loose, and this bitch is in that fucking mirth ass spirit, man.
She don't even know what the fuck going on. That bitch
She
could
don't-
spell
nah, she
Ukraine
don't.
on her fucking period, man.
And it says,
I don't know, brothers, man. You should have, shit. She was throwing it, you should have took her, man. Fuck it, man. Shit, get your release off for the
I'm
night.
gonna ask if she took the
I'm
jump
cool.
shot first.
Hey, she took the jump shot. That's why she talk like that.
it said Jeremiah 51, verse 50, or verse 49. As Babylon had caused the slain of Israel to fall, so at Babylon shall fall the slain of all the earth.
That's why the Most High is going to destroy America. This society alone is responsible for the death of the Israelites, man. This place got more blood on Israelites than any other captivity, man.
Right.
Egypt didn't even transgress this much against Jake. And Egypt was a wicked ass society, man. But this place alone is still exploiting Jake to this day. That's why our people all jacked up. Look at him, man. I mean, just the condition alone is enough for the Most High to take this place out. Jake just got to get took out in the midst of it because Jake is too far gone to return.
Right.
Right.
That's why the Most High said, return it to me, but he said, wherein will you return? So the Most High got to take this place out, man. And he getting ready to take this goddamn place out, man.